What's up, everyone? Dr. Andy Galpin here. I'm so excited and honored to share with you my first ever publicly available educational course. I hooked up with my man, Coach Garner, and we built what we call the BioMolecular Toolkit.
I know you'll take confidence away from the BioMolecular Toolkit. It is called a toolkit because it's ready to rock. You're ready to take action from it right away, and that is needed more than ever in this industry.
So what this course is just that. It is a toolkit course. We're gonna cover a little bit of the background physiology and science behind training for fat loss, muscle growth, longevity, wellness, resilience, and all these things. To build these programs, these are nutrition programs, these are training programs, and all these things that go into it. We got a ton of case studies, examples, real life programs I've used with some of our world-class athletes, real life training and nutrition that Dan has used with all of his countless clients to tons of success. So we're gonna walk you through that. Again, what are the actual tools we use? What are the programs and protocols? And that is the overwhelming majority of the course.
One of the reasons I'm so excited about the BioMolecular Toolkit is that it's a world-class referenceable resource for you that you can draw back on anytime you need it. Just like a hammer in your toolbox lasts for like 10 years and you can use it for the same purpose. That's exactly what I want this toolkit to be for you, whereas other resources just aren't the same. Textbooks provide an unbelievable amount of information, but you can't really refer back to them in an easy way to plug and play with either your own programming or your client's programming if you're a coach.
So this is designed for any of you that want to get into my brain or Dan's brain and say, what would Andy do or what would Dan do from a training or nutrition perspective for this particular case study? Well, we're going to walk you through it. Again, you'll see real life examples and programs that we've used in our elite athletes and clients over the years. But more importantly, you're going to see us build the thing in front of you. So we're going to walk you through the rationale. Did this because of that. I entered this in because I saw this, made this change because of that. So not just giving you programs, we're teaching you how we think about the process, but not just from a philosophical level, not just covering basic background anatomy, basic physiology, or basic nutritional sciences. Walking you directly through why we built the way we did so that you can not only build your own programs for yourself, but for your clients as well. In addition to all that, you'll get the actual tools. You'll get the files directly so you can use the same things we use in building the programs for yourself or your clients in the future. Now, as you probably know, I've been a college professor for well over a decade. In fact, I've taught over 120 full academic lecture courses at the graduate or senior level in nutrition, strength and conditioning, program design, muscle physiology, exercise physiology, and overall human performance. I got a lot of experience doing this. And I've always wanted to do something for the public. I've always hated the fact that the only people who can take my courses are those enrolled in my university, have got through the prerequisites, etc., etc. And so I've really honestly had this long desire to build something for everyone else. And so Dan and I connected and we've done just that.
The BioMolecular Toolkit, at the end of the day, is all about you. It's all about your success and whatever direction you want to point that. If you want success in your own physique transformation, your own strength and power development, your own health and longevity, you can use these tools for that. Or if you're a coach and you want to help others get healthier, get stronger, get bigger, get leaner, these tools are for that as well. So no matter if you want your own personal success or your own career success and leveling up and being the go-to expert in your area, the BioMolecular Toolkit is where it's at.
This is the same level of quality of education you would get in any of my academic courses. In the course, we have a ton of completely free resources for all that background information. You want to know more about the physiology of how we use fat as a fuel? Great. We're not really going to cover that here. We're just going to kind of get into what to eat and why in different scenarios. But we got links. We got research articles. We got podcasts. We have our own videos and a bunch of other stuff to get that background information. So those of you that want to go straight to the tools for writing better nutrition and training programs, we got you. Those of you that want that, but also want the background philosophy, overarching principles, science and physiology, we got all the resources right in those units to make sure we can meet any of you at any of your levels. This toolkit course has 4 specific units: strength and power, muscle hypertrophy, fat loss, and then what we call health, longevity, and overall resilience. So you're going to get our philosophy and approach to training and nutrition in all of those categories. And you're gonna see, like I said, a bunch of different case studies within that. So you'll see tons of practical examples within each of those categories. Now, as I said, This is my first ever public course, and quite frankly, to be candid with you, it may be my last. A ton of work went into this, and I love teaching, but there's only so much time I have. And so what we wanted to do is make sure you have the highest quality course possible. We wanted to give you, and we're going to give you the exact templates to use. We're going to give you a ton of information. Dan and I didn't hold anything back, right? We just dumped, and then when we thought we were done, we decided to add more sections and add more stuff to just give you as much information as we possibly could, in addition to those actual tools you can use. Now, I'm not a marketing guy, I'm not a sales guy, I've never done these things before. You don't see discount codes in my Instagram post. I don't do any of that stuff really ever. So I probably should have a bunch of stuff to say here, but the course is what the course is. I think it's very good. I think it's going to help a lot of people, and I'm really proud of it. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, as you guys know, Dan and I have spent most of our career communicating science completely for free. Everything I have, all my YouTube, is 100% cost-free. Not even a newsletter sign up or anything. And I'm going to continue to do that, and I know Dan is going to continue to do that as well.
I want to acknowledge you, Andy, for the constant search of moving the human body forward. Research that you're diving into, the constant testing and tweaking, the optimizing of humans.
Because I've been doing my blood work with Garner, but I've been working with him like 4 years now, and dude, it's like a secret weapon. I don't want people to know about him, at least not in my weight class, you know what I mean?
Sugar Sean O'Malley was talking about this. Dan Garner, they're working on a concussion protocol to rehabilitate people from concussions.
There are only a handful, meaning about 3 or 4 people who I trust enough in the exercise physiology space that when they speak, I not only listen, but I modify my protocols, and you are among those 3 or 4 people.
But we really wanted to build this course for you. Kind of thought about doing it for free as well, but realized this was way more expensive than we thought, and so that was not going to be a viable strategy. I also know there's a ton of cool freebies and giveaways within the course. And so we want to really make sure something that is, if you're going to spend your hard-earned money on this, no matter where you're at in the world, we wanted you to walk away thinking, man, I got so much out of that. That was incredible. We wanted to build a community. So within this course, you're going to get complete access to the BioMolecular Master community, where we're going to have frequently asked questions and a bunch of other stuff to get involved there. So you can head over to the page and you can see, I'm sure it's all written out, and there's like bonuses after bonuses after bonuses, other free stuff I'm forgetting. Again, I just wanted to deliver something that I thought was fairly priced, a ton of value, and then triple down on that value. So what we've decided to do in launching this toolkit is come right out the gates with a huge discount. And so rather than trying to put this up for thousands of dollars, and if you ran all the numbers on all the free things that come with this program, it would certainly be several $1,000s worth of stuff. Dan and I weren't going to do that. And so we thought, can we do something at the cheapest level possible to get as many people access while still covering some basic costs, which I think is quite reasonable. So Dan and I just wanted to make this thing such a slam dunk that everybody walked away feeling that they got incredibly useful tools. They learned a ton. They are able to apply this stuff into their lives, whether they are going to use it on themselves, whether they're coaching athletes, whether they're just interested, they're teaching, all that stuff. I feel like you're all going to appreciate and enjoy what we've created with you here at the BioMolecular Toolkit. So thank you so much for the years of support, and I can't wait to see you inside the BioMolecular Athlete community.